Hello there and welcome to another episode of the Moaning Show. My name is HED01, your host as always. And in this one I'd like to talk to you about a particular gripe that really gets my fucking goat, and that is feedback. Now ironically I will ask everyone watching for feedback of this episode and every future episode of the Moaning Show in the comments section below the video. Now I'm calling that ironic because this one is about feedback, and the main reason for it being about feedback is every time you make a purchase over the last say 5 to 10 years in fact, that you're asked for feedback on that purchase. No matter how mundane or how exciting the purchase is, you're always asked for your feedback. And what's really fucking annoying is that 90% of the time people do leave a few comments. You know, on eBay for example, it's considered rude to not leave any feedback on a purchase or how easy it was to deal with a seller or whatever. And there is a star system, or there was the last time I used eBay, which was a long time ago. But think about this, for example. You go out and you do your daily shopping or whatever shopping for milk, bread and eggs, and that's all you buy. Milk, bread and eggs, right? So you're doing your shop, you come home and that's all you've bought, okay? And yet at the bottom of the receipt for whatever store you've got, yeah, it could be really small considering the amount you've bought, you've got the name of the cashier who served you, the name and address of the supermarket, you know, the brand of the supermarket, the telephone number of the supermarket, and any number of different things like a serial number or transaction ID, whatever. Ladder bollocks, because it quite frankly is. It's a waste of ink slash paper, whatever type of paper they use, you know, because it's that fucking soft plasticky feely stuff. I really can't describe it. Anyway, and then it says, how did we do, or tell us about your experience and you could win blah 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 blah. Fuck off! All we give a shit about is our milk, bread and eggs. We didn't go to buy our milk, bread and eggs to give you a fucking lecture about how the thing happened, or how this did that and how that did this. We don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And all of this is in the guise, so to speak, of bringing you an improved experience as far as customer service goes. And that's all this bullshit is. It's all that it is. It's all to do with them trying to improve their customer service rating and not to get so many complaints. Feedback. I've got some fucking feedback for you. A 2-litre bottle of drink, or any soft drink for that matter, used to be really easy to open, unless, you know, the first time, because after you've opened a bottle of drink it's really easy anyway. But here's something. Here's some feedback for the supermarkets and the big brand drinks companies like Schweppes and Pepsi and all of that shit. The lid used to be about 3/4 of an inch thick, so you could really grab it and twist it, you know. These days they're about that, about 1/2 an inch, and you can barely grab the fucking thing. And I suffer from tendonitis in the wrist, and sometimes it does hurt to open these fucking things. But that's not the worst thing. I'll show you the worst thing. It's very connected to the previous video I've just recorded. A 4-pint container of milk. Now this bit, really easy taken the lid off. I'll have a quick drink. 1 minute actually. And then you've got this fucking foil slash plasticky lid on it along the top that you should be able to just peel off. Now in the olden days, and this is a very recent innovation by so-called supermarkets that want your feedback. This has gone off on a bit of a tangent about packaging, which I do apologise for. I'll get back to the feedback in a minute. This is feedback, by the way. These days it's changed from a convenient little tag that always came off, yeah, with just a simple tug. Occasionally it would break and you'd have to peel off the remainder of it, but you had some of it open, so it didn't matter. Nowadays, I'll show you again, you take the lid off, yeah, what you're left with is a film slash plasticky foily type thing on the front, and 9 times out of 10 you can't take the fucker off. It's like, fucking come on you bastard. So what you have to do is either grab a knife and pierce it, yeah, and then pour your milk or your substance through the top, which could contaminate it or whatever with the metallic part of the packaging. Or this is what I do if you cannot peel, because this thing is half the lid, so in other words you can barely grab it, and if it doesn't come off 9 times out of 10, this is what I do. I grab it with my teeth and pull it, and nearly every time it comes off, notwithstanding the shit it leaves on there in the, you know, as a result of your attempts, butchered attempts as it will, to take the fucking thing off. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Back to feedback. This is mostly an online thing as well. Supermarkets have just started doing it in the last, say, like 10 years or so, or 5 years or so, and it's usually to do with the fact of they want feedback, and it's all because of these sites like eBay, like Amazon. It's all like, well, did you find the experience of buying this? And you're like, fuck off, I'm not interested. I've bought what I want. I don't want to tell you about it, or at least, non-eBay stuff. Like I said at the start of the video, I've not used eBay in basically a year, as of the recording of this video. But again, you see emails from these companies in your inbox, and it's all like, oh, well, have you had a good experience, or didn't really cater for the experience. I couldn't give a shit about the experience. It's all to do with your obsessive need for closure of your transaction. Yes, you've sold me the item. Yes, I now have the item. No, I really, there's no part of me that says, oh, I've got to fucking give them and say I had a great experience there. The only time I've really ever done so is when I've got something really quickly. So like a video game pre-order or something like that, and I've got it like 2 days before the release date. Fucking brilliant. I might have said something then, but ultimately I've basically told them, well, I've not even told them, but, the best way to stop all of this shit is to just be silent, not do anything, and that's the best way to deal with this crap. You haven't got to worry about, blah 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 blah. But sometimes you'll get a ticket thing, so like if you go somewhere really specific, like a farm shop, or somewhere you go like once a month or once every other month, and it's like, blah 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 blah, do you have to do this, do you have to do that? No, you still don't. It's like a suggestions box in a workplace, and you write down something, for example, cafeteria could have such a snack, and the snack gets in. That it's a way to improve productivity, a way to improve statistics, and obviously a way to improve the services that you, the consumer, get. And that's what anyone who asks for feedback is after. We don't tend to care deeply about your experience. Your experience watching this Moaning Show could be, the fat fucker's got another video out, you know, or it could be great, you know, the fat fucker's got another video out. It's one way or another, and you think, well, you know. And the main reason why people don't give a shit about feedback, it's not because you know, it's not important to them or whatever. 90% of the time we just haven't got the time, and that's fucking ridiculous, you know. In this world of things must be here, must be here, must be here, you know, instantly, you know, we haven't got 5 minutes in our day just to go, yeah, it was okay, it wasn't anything spectacular, he amused me quite often during the video, or it amused me when I was reading the book, or, and to a lesser degree, a reviewer of a game, a movie, or a book, or a TV show, critics in other words, it's their job to give feedback, you know. It's like working in a medical facility, or in the in hospitality or whatever. You're aiming to get the best you can possibly be, because that's your job. You know, in the health or care industry, you are meant to get the best feedback possible, and if you don't get the best feedback possible, there's the so-called room for improvement, and that's what feedback is all about. It's about tightening the screw to make it fit better. It's about making sure that whatever's happened is good for the consumer or the customer, and so that's what you have to think about. You have to go, yes, we'll do that, yes, we'll do that, and it's like, oh, we went a bit wrong there, so we'll make things right the next time. And that's what feedback is. It's making sure that if you yourself did not have the best experience, why not? And that is why technically everything you do, specifically with purchases, should get a little bit of feedback, despite us not having time for the feedback, despite us not wanting to do the feedback. It's annoying as fuck. It's like that piddly little thing over there in the corner, you know, and it's like, fuck that, I can't be bothered. Ultimately, we should be doing it, and that's why I want at least 5 comments. All right, 5 people watching this video, yeah, comment down below on what you thought of this video specifically, not anyone you've seen up until now. This video, about what could be better, what could be improved upon. Yes, I know the camera isn't fantastic. Yes, I know red might piss people off, you know, the fact that I could be wearing a shirt or a hat or whatever, that's irrelevant. All right, again, I'm doing these videos on 0 budget. Okay, I'm trying to improve something in the next few weeks, you know, because I age a day. But with that notwithstanding, okay, what could I do to improve the quality of the video? I don't mean the visual quality, I mean the overall aspect of the video. Some feedback would be nice. But anyway, with that particular rant over with, that's another one in the books. I thank you very much for watching. Your thoughts, comments and suggestions in the comment box below. Remember, I want 5 people to comment on this video, be it bad, be it good, be it constructive. And I don't just want people going, hey mate, you fucking bastard, or you know, you fat fuck, just get on with it, or shut the fuck up, stop asking for feedback. I want this to be an interactive show of sorts, and I will try my very hardest to get a live show out with the potential of the new equipment that I could be getting soon. I'm not promising anything because obviously I don't know, but what I want is a Moaning Show, but a better live one, not using the PlayStation, you know, maybe just going on Facebook and doing it one night instead of doing sort of like 4 videos in a batch or whatever. You know, it'd be great to talk to people online, you know, and them typing up and saying, oh well, this happened to me today, and we do that. So anyway, that's the plan, and plans always have to change. It's like a sports promoter saying card subject to change. Plans are always made, and 9 times out of 10 plans always have to be changed because something crap happens. But anyway, enough of me rambling. I'll see you next time for more moaning. See you then.